Hello traders, you're welcome to this video and I especially welcome you back to the Forex Geek channel. In this particular video, we are going to be discussing the directional volatility and volume oscillator. Okay, I'm going to be adding the indicator to the chart right away. It's a custom indicator, so you will need to download it from an external site before you'll be able to make use of it on your MetaTrader terminal. Okay, so this is the directional volatility and volume oscillator. This is how the indicator looks like. Now, even from the name, you're going to know that this is an oscillator. All right, so this indicator gives us idea as to prevailing momentum in the market, right? If there is a prevalence of bullish momentum, the indicator is going to tell us. If there is a prevalence of bearish momentum, the indicator is going to tell us. All right, now before I proceed further, it's important to note that this indicator combines directional movement analysis, market volatility tracking, and trading volume monitoring to help traders make informed decisions based on precise market insights. Okay, so now we're just going to be looking into how to interpret this indicator, how to make use of it so that you do not get lost when using the indicator. All right, first of all, pay attention to the position of the histogram bars with respect to these horizontal lines. Now, if you notice, you will see that whenever we have the histogram bars above, it is usually dark blue in color, and whenever we have the histogram bars below, it is usually red in color. Now, basically, whenever the histogram bars are blue in color above the horizontal lines, it shows that there is prevailing bullish momentum. All right, it's a very easy interpretation, and if we look at it closely, you will notice that whenever we have the blue histogram bars trending upwards, or basically whenever the histogram bars are blue above the horizontal lines, you will notice that it's usually in an uptrend. Okay, just like what we had here, it was in an uptrend, and here again we can see that it was an uptrend. All right, you can see that here again it was an uptrend. If we go back, we're going to notice that here again it was an uptrend. So basically, whenever the blue histogram bars begin to form, once it just starts forming, you can start looking for buy opportunities. All right, you can start looking for buy opportunities once the blue histogram bars start forming. Okay, and then you will also notice that the red histogram bars, when they begin forming, it is usually in a bearish trend. So the bearish histogram bars indicate prevailing bearish momentum. For example, here you can see that when the histogram bars began to form, the red histogram bars, it shows that there was decreasing momentum, okay, all the way to this point, and then again it came up, and you can see that there was decreasing bearish momentum, and again here again it appeared decreasing bearish momentum, and it appeared again. And you will notice that within this time frame, there was no blue histogram bars above, because in as much as there were significant pullbacks, the trend remained bearish. All right, the trend remained bearish, so there was no formation of dark blue histogram bars above because the momentum was still bearish. So even if you are a scalper who is looking to take advantage of impulsive moves alone, or whether you want to trade both the corrective moves and the impulsive moves, this indicator is going to give you an idea when the trend is valid, when the trend has been identified and the trend is constant. Like when you have a bearish trend in this example, the lack of formation of the blue histogram bars above shows that this bearish trend is constant, it is still valid. So you can be sure that in as much as we had a pullback here, you can be almost sure that the bearish move will continue. And here again, in as much as we had a pullback, you can be almost sure that the bearish move will continue. Eventually, when the trend was broken, we now had the formation of a blue histogram bar. So if you were riding the trend from this point to this point, once this blue histogram bars formed, it was a good time to exit your sell trade. All right. So whether you are a trend rider or whether you are a scalper, this indicator gives you precise signals, give you an idea as to the prevailing momentum in the market and what the current trend is, and gives you idea about precise entry points. The reason why it gives precise entry points is because when the bar forms, it's a time to enter. In as much as it's not like it's going to tell you a precise figure where you should buy. No, it doesn't do that. But the precise entry point I'm referring to is that at the formation of that histogram bar, that color, whether it's a red color for a bearish move or a blue color for a bullish move, once the formation of that histogram bar happens, then it's a time to enter. All right, it's a time to enter a sell when it is red and to enter a buy when it is blue. So basically, it is as easy as that. Now, in order to avoid complexities, we're just going to be focusing on this and this, because if you look at these horizontal lines and the yellow and sky blue histogram bars within them, you will notice that using those for signals can be quite complicated, right? Because we can see that even during this sell trend, we can see that we had a sky blue bars forming, and when those sky blue bars were forming, those formations happened after the pullback. So it is not even as if the sky blue bars were indicating a pullback. No, they happened after the pullback was concluded. So that is the reason why our focus is just going to be only on the dark blues and the reds, okay? Because those are the bars that give clearer signals, okay? So we can just avoid these yellow and sky blue bars in the middle. We can just focus on the ones above and the ones below in order to avoid mistakes, okay? Because the essence of using this indicator is to get good trading signals, right? And you want to avoid anything that is going to complicate your signals. You want to avoid anything that is going to create confusion, okay? Because the essence of you using indicators is to make profit, right? You want to make good trades. So if you are looking to make good trades, then you want to avoid confusions. Now, in as much as this indicator can give you good signals, you might want to also combine it with other indicators for additional confirmation. For example, you can just decide to add on your moving averages, because moving averages are one of the popular indicators used for confirmations and also for identifying direction of the trends, okay? So in this example now, you can see that we had a sell signal from Directional Volatility and Volume Oscillator around here, and the moving average actually confirmed that sell signal. So it would have been a good place to enter a sell because we had a confirmation, right? And then at this point, we can see that we had a buy signal from the Directional Volatility and Volume Oscillator, and then just about the same time, we had a confirmation from the moving average as the price broke above it. So that was a good place to enter a buy. So you can see that having confirmations give you a higher level of confidence in those trades, right? So it is important to have confirmations so you can have a higher level of confidence in your trades, okay? And then also make sure you pay attention to risk management. Do not trade with an amount that you cannot afford to lose, and ensure that you observe proper risk to reward ratio, okay? For example, if you're risking $1, you should be targeting at least $2 profit, okay? That's going to give you a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2. All right, I hope you found this video insightful. Kindly like and subscribe for more trading insights, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on more trading videos like this. In the meantime, thank you for watching and happy trading.